Hey, Thomas Tapp here. In this video I'm going to be showing you a warm-up that you can do to prepare for your workouts or your exercises or your parkour training. Now this video is made specifically for the guys in the Get Fit Challenge. I wanted to give you an awesome warm-up to do before your workouts. So this is going to be 10 to 15 minutes long, but I also want to throw this up on the YouTube channel because I get this question asked a lot. You know, what's a good warm-up before my workout? How do I get my joints and my muscles ready for parkour training? Because parkour training especially can be pretty hard on the body and hard on the joints, and we want to make sure that our bodies are prepared, all the muscles are warmed up and pliable and ready for this type of exercise. So I'm going to give you a series of light exercises, basically going through rotations with the joints, and then light exercises to get the heart rate up and the muscles and the blood flowing, so that way we're ready for training. So first, what we want to do is, I never do stretches. We never do static stretches at the beginning because for our static stretches, we want to have our muscles and body warmed up before we do long stretches. If we stretch before that, what we're going to do is our muscles and stuff are already tight before we do our stretches, and all that is going to cause is possible injury. So we're going to start off our warm-up with no long stretches, just light exercises and range of motion movements. So what I like to do first, and me and my brother do, is we take our joints through rotations at first. So start off with the head, nodding up and down 10 times, look side to side 10 times, go in circles 10 times one direction, 10 times the other direction. And I'm just gonna walk this through very quickly so you can get it and start implementing it. So then we move on to the shoulders, circular rotations, one direction 10 times, other direction 10 times, then move down to the elbows, do circles, do both at the same time, or one at a time, whichever one you prefer. So 10 rotations one direction, 10 rotations the other. Then you go down to the wrist. This is a really important one, especially with parkour. You want to make sure to get those wrists going. You do 10 rotations one direction, 10 rotations the other, then go with the other wrist. Then I like to get the chest. I actually picked this up from our dance instructor, Caitlin Geyer at the Blue 8. But she does a lot of isolation trainings with the chest and the hips, and I thought it was just fantastic. So we added this into our warm-up. So you get the chest, you just focus on getting the chest out and in. So you go out and in 10 times, then you go side to side 10 times, and then you go circles 10 times. One direction, 10 times the other. Then we move down to the hips. This one's a big one because we're using a lot of our hips for landings, and we want that flexibility, mobility with the hip joints, and a lot of us are really tight in this area due to sitting all day, so it's important that we make sure to warm this up. So we're going to do circles, rotations, keeping the legs nice and straight, just rotating the hips, one direction 10 times, the other direction 10 times, and then we're going to do figure eights with the hips. So we're going to go one hip forward, the other hip back, just go back and forth, creating that figure eight 10 times, then back the other direction 10 times. Then from the hips, we're going to move down to the knees. We're going to just do circular rotations. We're going to have the feet together. I'm just going to rotate one direction 10 times, then the other direction 10 times. Then we're going to step out, feet a little bit wider than shoulder width, and then we're going to rotate again, circles in and out. 10 times, the other direction 10 times. Then we're going to go to the ankles, just doing rotations here, one direction 10 times, the other direction 10 times, and then same with the opposite foot, 10 times, 10 times. Then once we take all the joints through the rotations, then we're going to start performing light exercises. So this one, I like to start off with just basic lunges. So you step forward, up, nice and controlled. And you should keep good alignment with the body. And you go 5 steps forward, 5 steps back. Then we're all going to walk on the toes. So you're going to just walk on your toes forward, 10 steps forward, 10 steps back. And then I rotate the feet out, still on the toes, 10 steps forward, 10 steps back. Point the toes inward. 10 steps forward, 10 steps back, and then we're going to walk on the heels. Faced outward, 10 steps forward, 10 steps back. And this is just great for getting the ankles and all the joints here in the legs warmed up and ready. Then we're gonna face it inwards, walk down the hills, 10 steps forward, 10 steps back.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Then after those hill steps, we're gonna focus the hip flexors again. We're going to side step, then carry the leg from the outside up and in, side step, driving that knee up and around, rotating these hips here. Going there, we're gonna do 10 steps or 10 leg swings going in, and then we're gonna do the same thing going out, rotating this leg up and in, and rotating it out and step. Up, in, out, step. It's just really great exercise to get those hip flexors nice and warmed up. So we're gonna do that 10 times each. Then we're just gonna perform light skips using the arms and driving that knee up. Just light skips on one leg 10 times, then the other leg. This will help get our blood going. And then we're also gonna do high knees. We're gonna drive the knees up. Do 10 steps. Then we're gonna go heels to butt, 10 steps. So we're getting that nice and warmed up. And then we're gonna do side shuffles for 10 steps, one direction, then 10 steps the other. Making sure to not cross the legs over. While we're doing this, stay on the toes, have the legs slightly bent, looking forward, just going to the side. Okay, then we have reach the sun, or I can't remember the exact name for this, but you're gonna clasp your hands together, reach up, and as you breathe out, you're gonna reach down and try to touch your toes. Just keep this motion going. We're gonna do this 10 times. Then, once we've gotten our lower body pretty much warmed up with that, now we're gonna finish off with just the upper body, doing some push-ups. Now, depending on your strength level, you might wanna just do knee push-ups. But we just wanna get 5 push-ups in, get the elbow joints and the shoulders going. If you're a little bit stronger, just do 5 to 10 push-ups, up and down, nice and slow and controlled. And then we're gonna do a little bit of rotations from the push-up position, get the wrist going, so you just go nice circles. 10 circles one direction, 10 circles the other direction. And then we'll go down low, do the same thing. 10 circles one direction, and 10 circles the other direction. And then we're gonna finish off with, it's just 3 downward monkeys. So we're in a position here, we have the butt and hips up high, hands and arms close to the ears, and then we're gonna lower down to the elbows, press forward, come up, and then go back, and then push up. And then we repeat this for 3 times, and you should be feeling it after that. And then we'll be ready to go. This is just a warm-up that my brother and I usually like to do. This is great for your parkour training. If you want to add some light QM, if you're going to do a lot of QM and parkour training, you can do some steps after that as well, like 10 steps forward, 10 steps back, just to get a nice warm-up and get all that full range of motion. Now, that was a pretty in-depth warm-up. If you're cut on time, just go with the joint rotations and then, do a light jog or some jumping jacks. But I just want to give you the more in-depth version of what we do, because when we're training parkour, it's very important that we warm up properly, especially throughout the day. If we're sitting a lot and just being really stagnant, our muscles are not going to be ready for training, and that's how we get muscle pulls and injuries. So we want to, try to avoid that as much as possible. So start incorporating this warm-up. I hope you enjoy it. Look forward to seeing the awesome results for the guys in the Gifted Challenge. Keep it up. We're already through our first few days. So as always, train safe. Make sure, if you're on YouTube, to subscribe to the channel, and also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and also make sure to check out our sponsors in the description below. They help us put all this together. They're donating some awesome prizes. This is a great group of sponsors here, so make sure to click on their pages, show them some love. As always, train safe, and I'll see you in the next video.